This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
Welcome back to the Mental Panda!
A brutally delicious podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is Dark Macek with Brutally Delicious, coming into the review of Primal Fear's brand new album, Domination. Okay, so who does not know Primal Fear? Maybe a lot of people, but if you're the type of person that's listening to metal podcasts, you must have heard the name by now. I've been a fan for more than 10 years, and they're one of those perennial, get your ass to the US already bands. Of course, they have Ralph Scheepers, one of the all-time great heavy metal vocalists, but they're frankly one of the only bands that I think pulled off the Judas Priest vibe. Many of them tried, but Primal Fear, I think, is the finest example of Judas Priest-like. I often refer to them as Judas Priest at the gym. This is different than, say, Judas Priest going 90 miles an hour on the highway, but it's basically what heavy metal is all about. Great tenor vocals, awesome heavy chuggy guitars, double bass drumming, just metal. So what I can say about this album, it's definitely Primal Fear, it's unmistakably them, but for a couple of the songs, it's oddly melodic. Now, they've always had melody, it's not like they're doing death metal or thrash or something, but I'm hearing some cool modern influences, and I think that actually takes the songs to a new level. I've interviewed some bands before regarding a change in their sound, and the common thread among all of them is the old albums will always be there. We're trying to write something new instead of rehashing the same old ideas we've done for the last 20 years. I think this is the same thing. I guess what I'm saying is it's still definitely Primal Fear, but some of the songs are a little more singable. Not literally because my voice doesn't go that high. And with that, let's get into some songs. The Hunter. At first, I thought this could have been a sequel to Angels of Mercy, which is a great compliment because that song's amazing. But then I thought I heard some more modern power metal influences. There's a very cool chorus, it's more melodic than usual, but in this great anthemic way. Far Away starts off a little more somber, and I even heard a little bit of Firewind in that opening melody. It's still undeniably Primal Fear, and it kicks into high drive right after that. But like I'm saying, it's like they let in a couple more influences without tainting what makes them Primal Fear. I Am the Primal Fear. Well, it took them almost 30 years to write a self-titled song. Actually, there was a song called Primal Fear on the first album, but it's just a 30-second intro to Chainbreaker. In the coolest way possible, if you added synths to this could be a Beast in Black track. It's got a great chorus. I don't want to say it's danceable, but like I said earlier, it's anthemic and it gets you pumped. It's kind of funny how these things work out, because I will bet you Beast in Black had similar influences to Primal Fear, but somehow, they mostly diverged until now. Last but not least, Crossfire. This is like a great representation of what I was usually thinking about as Primal Fear. Not the stuff that could be anthemic or danceable, but just great, straight-up speed metal. Like I said, Judas Priest at the gym vibes, basically, and one of the best representations of that on this album. Okay, so who doesn't need more metal in their lives? No one, that's who. And this album is just great metal. Even in the areas where I was talking about where it sounds a little different than the usual sound, it's still metal. Without going into bands like Iron Maiden or Judas Priest, Primal Fear is one of the best examples of just delivering metal through and through. Even as the band members are in their 60s, this is still more testosterone than I've got. Thanks, dudes. Get on 70K or come back to the US, please. Rock on.